Kia ora everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look at another pretty great LEGO Toy Story 3 set. This here is set 7599, the Garbage Truck Getaway, which released in 2010 as part of the Toy Story 3 wave of sets. You got 402 pieces here in total with 4 minifigures, technically speaking 3 of them which remained exclusive to the set, and the set here retailed back in the day for $50 USD before tax in 2010. If I recall back far enough, I think it might have been $110 NZD, maybe 120-ish. It was more expensive than what the conversion price was at the time though. It should have been around $85 NZD. Today in the aftermarket space though, pretty high up there for 400 pieces, you're looking at about $250 NZD sealed or $150 NZD in second-hand condition. The set overview here is a massive dump truck, and we'll talk more about scale and such as we cover the main build of the vehicle. It's based on this sequence here from the film in which the toys have a standoff against the Sunnyside crew. It ends with them all being thrown out and off they go to the trash compactor escape. Now this was a set that I intended on covering back in 2023 when I began this little refresh series of older sets. However, for the longest time I was missing the entire build of that blue garbage bin, so you can obviously imagine how excited I was when I finally found this in my storage only a couple of months ago. Now the first section of the build here are your minifigures and that big blue bin. Well, it's meant to be big, but the scale here is drastically downsized from the movie in scale to the toys, but it fits the truck pretty well at least. It's a very simple blue bin design with some nice smooth tiles there to keep that studded look away, and it features some nice wheels down below too. There really isn't too much to say about a blue rubbish bin. As a display piece though, I really wanted to see just how many characters can fit inside here. Lotso is the ideal display figure there, what with his size and all, but I was really surprised to see just how much extra room remained, and I was easily able to get Buzz in there too. Even more surprising was that there was still enough room to fit Jessie inside. So the biggest pro that I have for this piece is that all of your important toys that do get thrown out, they all fit inside the bin there. As for the play feature, the truck can use the prongs to attach to the bin and then throw the toys away, and the feature is amazing. It works so well and features many moving parts there to make this thing feel effortless. You can see the thrown away toys inside there, which features enough of a large gap for everyone to fit inside, and from the back entrance, well, there's nothing to really see here. Now my set is quite dated and worn from play over the years, so the parts here aren't as smooth as they once were in 2010. The moving sections though you can see are the spinning wheel which moves our arms up, and then the Technic fork pieces themselves are placed on pegs so they also have their own movements, and of course the door up top is placed on very similar joints so that that door can move as well. It's really cool, and sometimes the features won't work the way as intended. Take Lotso there, who appears to prevent that function from working depending on his placement in that scene. It worked just fine once I spun him around, and while we're at it, we'll take out the rest of the toys as well. And if I remove them all from the scene and that bin too, we can focus on the main truck, which to me looks pretty amazing. I've never really had a whole lot of the LEGO City stuff as a kid. My brother had a couple of sets, but we missed a lot of them in favor of the other themes. I always find it interesting when a LEGO theme will use a build that's ripped from somewhere else, and to me, this looks like an exceptional truck build outside of the Toy Story line. I love the sheer size of this thing, and the colors work really well too, looking exactly how I would imagine a cartoon garbage truck to look. It has some decent weight to it too. It feels worthwhile overall. If I take some standard minifigures there and display them there for a size comparison, it almost looks to be scale with them. I think it's just a bit too big though. The scale with the vehicles in the Toy Story line are really interesting. Basically, the toys here are all produced as minifigures, so a regular minifig shouldn't be in scale to these real-world vehicle builds. It's like a heightened reality. The scales are all off there, but it's best you just don't think too hard about it. We can see the regular chairs inside there, but the room is pretty cramped, so a minifig looks rather odd being placed there. And some more movement features though for the set is that the entire back truck section can be turned so that it's easier to get your minifigures out again, and this is what the frame of the vehicle looks like once you remove that canopy. It's pretty fun. It uses some Technic parts there to connect the whole thing together, and again, it's just a really well designed LEGO City vehicle to me. The whole thing is made from these massive green wall bricks, with the back section there using some plates for the opening and closing back door. Now I mentioned how inside there are no details or anything of value there. It's hard to see though, so what we'll do instead is start removing these panels and walls so that we can see inside, and yeah, look, nothing. It just features a bit of space there for the toys to lie down in. Totally fine, there's no point in having features in here because it's far too difficult to access this area without having to dismantle. Now that's about all I have to say about the truck build itself. It's a really solid design and I love this thing a lot. It's very substantial and I'm sure the younger builders really loved this thing at the time of release. I know I did. The minifigures here are really cool. We've got a couple of exclusives there, and one repeat who appeared in a couple of the Toy Story 3 sets. Dirt marks have been used to make special variants of these characters, while also providing us with a one-time only special event character. Now this here is Buzz Lightyear, who we looked at on the channel just recently with his own Starship set. Buzz features some really great special parts that every Buzz figure included. The difference is now with this guy come with his printing. Buzz here features some dirt marks and scuffs and the like, which make him fit right in with the final act of the film, taking place entirely in a trash compactor. Buzz here features many special elements like his visor and wings and armor piece, all of which are removable. This is Buzz without the wings and the visor, which in my eyes is his iconic and standard look across the series, and because he was included in so many sets, it's usually how I displayed a couple of my Buzz figures. This is Buzz without his armor piece there to help show the printing underneath. Some very cool Space Ranger elements there at play with the torso printing. No dirt marks there, which tells me that this piece is reused from every other Buzz figure. This is a very quick look at Buzz compared to his standard release. And like I said, it's all in the new prints there, but an underrated detail is the fresh new expression for him too. Really great stuff overall. And now the value for Buzz here, it's about as high for a special variant release as I would expect, but it is lower than what I thought an exclusive figure would go for. He's currently listed between $22 NZD to $30 NZD right now in the aftermarket space. And up next is Jessie, who we also talked about recently with that toy box set. This Jessie, like Buzz, features extra dirt marks and scuff-like details, but she also featured a special new print on her back. The figure is the same mold-wise as the previous release besides that new back detail. A really nice figure to help complement all of the others, and they all look really nice together. And also featuring a brand new expression of sadness that feels pretty fitting for the Jessie character. So this here is a quick comparison between Jessie, and once again, we have a brand new expression that is fitting for this scene and for that character in general. The new prints in question are located on her back, where we now have some continuation of the shirt details and her pull string. I'm not sure why this was absent on the original figure, but it was always rather interesting to see. Now Jessie's value is as much as the standard figure, which was a big surprise to me. Both figures are after all exclusive to their respective sets. She's currently listed between $18 NZD to $28 NZD right now. This here is Lotso Hug and Bear, the main antagonist of the third movie. This guy appeared in 3 sets in total, with this dirt mold variant appearing in 2 of those sets, so he's not the most sought after exclusive figure here. Lotso features a really cool special body mold of a teddy bear design. I love how big this piece is, and the arms are being attached by some Technic pegs that are molded into those arms. It's a really cool figure. This here is him compared to his regular Lotso figure from the truck set. We can see the changes made with the dirt marks there, but we also see an expression change too. I criticized the other one at the time for looking rather annoyed, but actually it is a pretty different style compared to the dirt variant here. More molding details and dirt marks too. The only thing missing here is the ability to make a Lego piece smell of strawberries. Lotso isn't listed as a minifig on Brickset unfortunately, so there's no real word on the pricings there. Bricklink do show some incredibly low prices for that figure though, either complete or split apart. Apparently you're looking at about $5 for this guy in total. Then this here is Twitch, the exclusive character release and Sunnyside expansion release. This was the real selling point for this set at the time. In 2010, we didn't have all these crazy molds that we're pretty much used to nowadays. We had special molds like Yoda and Dobby using little legs and such, but this was pre-Big Fig too, so seeing Lego release a figure like this was crazy. Twitch features a pair of special wings, which are the most natural piece to be included. His head is also a crazy special mold that features some detachable antennae, and those are the parts that make this figure expensive in the aftermarket space. There are plenty of people that are selling this figure online for fairly reasonable prices, but it's because they're missing those antennae. If I remove those special parts, we get something unnatural like this appearing on screen. I also wanted to show off the wings on a different minifig release with a regular head, since Twitch's head has been molded to be fitting for those wings. These things look great honestly on just about anyone. Now Twitch is the highest valued figure out of this set obviously, but I think he also has the highest value out of all of the Toy Story minifigs. He appears to be worth between $130 NZD to $150 NZD right now in the aftermarket space. But that's providing that he is complete with all of his extras. The instructions for this set here come to us in 2 booklets. It was a pretty common occurrence in the 2010s for Lego sets. There's no theming on the inside here, which is very different to the other sets that we've been looking at. You end up building the main truck, and then you've got some advertisements there for the Toy Story 1 release sets. The RC Racer is really great, the spaceship is great too, and the army men are awesome as well. And I guess the Buzz figure does have some fans out there. The next booklet there of course completes the build with the big green bin section. The back of the booklet shows the set all complete, and then we have this image of the cover art there, but it doesn't feature any of the movie art. We then have the inventory list followed by the wave of Toy Story 3 sets. Lotso's truck and the trash compactor escape sets are great and have already been covered on this channel a couple of years ago. Woody's Roundup is listed here too for some reason. I think these sets might have been re-released in the Toy Story 3 box, and the Toy Story 3 train set is the only set that I do not have from this collection, and I've been trying to get it for some years now. We then flip over to see some Lego City advertisements. Now tell me that's not an intentional pull. A garbage truck set that looks like Lego City and then they've got Lego City ads on the back? Come on now. We then see Max from the Lego Club, and then we end with the winning kid. And what the scene needs now is the rest of the crew from the movie to help really bring this thing to life, and overall you get something that looks like this. This was always a personal favorite of mine. It feels complete with a build that could be lifted into other themes without much hesitation. I think seeing all the figures there helps to make it feel even better, but the figures included to begin with were great anyway already. It's a really fun set that feels like a great solid release. I've always been really pleased with this. Thanks for watching everyone. If you enjoyed this look at an older Lego Toy Story release set, liking this video here and subscribing to the channel does help to support more videos like this one in the future. Ka kite ana everyone, take care, hope to see you all next time.